Hi, my name is Jiu Kim, and today I'll discuss the secrets of bats. And I'll start off with the outline. Alone, trapped, emaciated, and embroiled in sorrowful tribulation, in this tragic, enigmatic sea of people in Hong Kong, The Secrets of Bats centers the life of Alice Leung, who is trapped and looks for an exit for her internal psychological conflicts, her darkness and sufferings upon losing her mother. It seems as if she sees bats as a grim shadow of herself as she studies echolocation. The story in the exposition unfolds as Alice stays behind on the first day of class and asks her teacher about bats. As time progresses, he helps her with her experiments, and the rising conflict transpires. He soon finds out about the demise of Alice's mother through Principal Mr. Ho, and the rising conflict intensifies as he approaches Alice and asks about her mother. Though in the end, she invites him to her house, and this is where the conflict, the climax, commences. They go to the perilously edged rooftop, blindfolded, the place where her mother died. Then Alice abruptly screams, "Mama, Mama, you watch," she says. I follow her. However, the teacher immediately keeps her promise, but tries to stop her, saying, "Let her go. She doesn't want you." There's a long silence, but in the end, a falling action occurs. Alice approaches him with her small voice, hugs him, thanks him, and unfolds them both. The story comes to an end with the teacher proclaiming his happiness at being alive, bringing readers vegetation. Next, I'll talk about the setting. The setting takes place in a rusted, cracked, eroded school building, as well as a straitened community in Hong Kong. It takes place between September and February, thus it takes place in fall and winter. They usually meet up after school, where the days feel gloomy, the leaves fall, and overall it's cold and dark. And this is very relevant to our understanding, as this adds to the sad, bleak, dreary, dark ambience with truly no sign of life. The setting also reflects Alice's turmoil of sadness, loneliness, as well as her idiosyncratic behaviors. Furthermore, the superstitions in China that the souls of people who committed suicide roam the streets intensified, and inspired Alice's behaviors as well as her internal conflicts. It also affected the way that her peers and the people around her treated her. So next I will be talking about Alice. Alice Leung is a 16-year-old girl attending Posing Uk. She is vividly delineated as a tall girl with cheeks pitted with acne scars, and she looked 12. She likes to work alone, and she doesn't have many friends. So through this, we can picture her physical appearance, rather scrawny and small for her age. And we can also understand how others socialize and react to her. In her journal, she writes, "I had a dream that was all in blackness." So this shows her struggles emotionally as she tries to overcome her darkness. On the other hand, what's staggering is that her personality is quite bold and extroverted. She wanders the school blindfolded. She approached the teacher first, fearlessly. And during her meetings, she pushed up the cove of the composition book and let it fall. This is very different than the usual reaction of people. We can also perceive that Alice is a round and dynamic character. We can observe her various emotions. She can be happy, sad, lonely, desperate. She may cry and scream and be impatient. For example, it reads, tears run out from under the blindfold. She wanders. finding my door completely blind. And lastly, in the end of the story, she unties the headband, letting go of her past. So in The Secret of Bats, Jess Rowe presents the idea that true friendship is like a silver lining, veering our gaze toward a ray of light in the darkness of our journey. When the teacher went through and helped Alice to surmount her arduous times together. These are some examples. So in general, this English teacher, when Alice had no one, showed genuine kindness, consideration, gave her his time, and embraced Alice like her refuge, making her feel safe and cared for. For example, he told her, "I believe in you." He warned her about her safety, saying, "You'll hurt yourself," and asked about her mother. Furthermore, when talking to the principal, he mentioned, "Is there anyone she can talk to?" And from my personal experience in middle school, I made this friend, and we were paired up for a project. I found out that she lived with her mom and stepdad, and that she was having a difficult time overcoming and adjusting to this change. So me and my friend group, we would hang out and we would try our best to support her, comfort her, and always be there for her. So as a friend, although we may not have saved her life as this English teacher had for Alice, I do agree, and I think that we may have made a little bit of change when she was overcoming these difficulties. So in conclusion, The Secret of Bats shares the message centered around impressive, touching, and well-written metaphoric language regarding true friendship, that it can be so powerful and life-changing, as it evinces that relationships with our friends and with others are essential for our well-being. And finally, this is my citations. Thank you so much.